I stand here today with GBC President Don Fry, Director of Mayor's Office of Employment Development, Director Jason Perkins Cohen, One Baltimore Chairman Michael Cryer, the President of our City Council, Jack Young, Senator Nathaniel McFadden, Councilman Eric Costello, Senator Bill Ferguson. Did I miss any electeds? Yeah, I got McFadden.
Give me the Petro.
And all of our other partners here today to announce a monumental achievement. As a part of my administration's efforts to expand opportunities for thousands of Baltimore's young people, this is a great morning. From a historic billion-dollar investment in new schools to the construction of the first new recreation centers in 10 years, I've always been committed to expanding opportunities for our young adults. But we must also be committed to bridging the gap between our young adults and new businesses and opportunities. The new businesses who are increasingly choosing to call Baltimore their home. We know that we're beginning to turn the tide, and I want to thank Jerome for being here from Senator Cardin's office. We know that we're beginning to reverse that trend where businesses are starting to move back into Baltimore, and it is our obligation as the leaders in this community to make sure that we do everything we can to connect our young people to those jobs, that we create a pipeline for our young people to these new opportunities. The recent unrest in our city underscored just how important that is to make sure our young people are productively engaged, gainfully employed, and that's why my administration made it a priority to work directly with local businesses, foundations, our partners in government, and everyone who was willing to get involved to increase the nationally recognized summer jobs program, our Youth Works and Hire One Youth initiatives. I want to thank everyone who has worked so hard to create a foundation for this announcement to happen. If we didn't have these strong programs already, we wouldn't have the platform on which to build this momentous announcement. I want to thank Don Fry for his great leadership. He has really stepped up in the business community with the Hire One Youth initiative since its inception. He has been more than an active participant. He has been a true business leader in every sense of the word, and I want to thank you very much, Don, for your hard work. Since we've introduced these programs, thousands of Baltimore's young adults have earned valuable on-the-job experience, the experience that we all know we benefited from when we were young people. Employers also have benefited. They have the added value of getting talented young people on their summer staffs. But despite all of our progress, we knew that thousands of young people were still looking for summer employment. They want a chance to learn, a chance to earn, and an opportunity to grow. Last year, we placed over 5,000 young people in summer jobs. And Jason, you know, for a city our size, that is a very large program. There are cities that are twice our size that aren't able to put that many young people to work. So we had a lot to be proud of with our program, yet we still knew that there was work to be done. There were still young people who needed opportunities, and those opportunities, that desire went unmet. This year, we set an ambitious goal to set of 8,000 jobs. We wanted to place 8,000 young people. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, but one of the things that makes me so proud to be mayor of this city is seeing how this community comes together in times of need to support one another. And so, because of this dedicated leadership here with our partners in government and in communities across our city, I am very proud to announce that we have met our goal. We have now raised the funds and found the job placements to host all 8,000 young people who completed their registration this year. I want to thank One Baltimore and Michael Cryer for all of the work in helping to raise these funds. Michael Cryer was relentless. My team was relentless. The community leaders across the city, whether it's the Business Community Foundation, everyone was relentless in pursuit of this goal to make sure that we had the money and the placements to match every young person. I also want, again, thank the Mayor's Office of Employment Development for working hard to very quickly put the infrastructure infrastructure in place to support these new jobs and for getting more employers involved. And most of all, I want to thank again all of the businesses who were willing to open their hearts and their doors to Baltimore's youth. We know that by expanding these opportunities, we can give every young adult the skills that they need to succeed and the education that they deserve. And by investing in our young people today, we can pave the way for lifelong success and more positive futures. Again, I want to thank everyone involved in today's announcement. I could not be more proud. This shows us what we can do as a community when we are resolved to work on one accord and to build a better Baltimore. We can ensure that our young people are productively engaged and that Baltimore continues to see a significant return on our investment. It's now my honor to introduce or to present someone who's been a great partner to me and to the city, and especially a great advocate for our young people, Michael Cryer.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning and welcome. This is a very special day, as the Mayor has said. Moving from 5,000 to 8,000 is no small thing, and to do it in 30 or 40 days is even more extraordinary. And so I give a lot of credit to many people, and I think the sense that we as a community, when we work together, what we can accomplish, frankly, is unlimited. One of the key things that we want to establish under the One Baltimore umbrella is to build and to enrich this culture of collaboration. It is key to demonstrating that our city has extraordinary capacity to do great things, and so I'm pleased that this is the first deliverable under One Baltimore. The number of people, the number of companies, the kinds of jobs, and the outreach that we've experienced thus far has been just extraordinary. People have asked, well, are these meaningful jobs? Trust me, if you're working, it's meaningful. And young people need to learn those soft skills. We can't promise them at the age of 14 and 15 that they're going to be computer experts, but we can offer them the experience and the opportunity to show up for work, to know what it means to be there on time, to establish the kind of work relationships that makes it easy for them to move to the next opportunity. So these are the things that we need our young people to appreciate, and for us as adults to encourage them to take it seriously, because when they do, they understand that success flows from that. Next year, I think we do an even bigger, better job. It is one thing to offer summer jobs. It's another to offer enrichment. We hope that our summer experience is both a combination of work and enrichment, that the gap between summer and the beginning of school is shorter, that our young people go to school with a sense that their summer experience was connected to the year before and prepares them for the year ahead. So I'm excited about what this means, looking forward to where we go. Jason Perkins Cohen and the Office of Employment Development, I think, has done an extraordinary job. We've said that the business community, the faith community, the anchor institutions, Hopkins, University of Maryland, I can't tell you. We have a list, so we can tell you the number of jobs and organizations that have stepped up. But I'm very proud of the city, very proud to be a Baltimorean, very proud to be a product of the city, of the public schools of Baltimore. I've been around the world and I'm back home, and so I'm delighted to do that. I now would like to introduce to you someone who the mayor has mentioned, who has been, I think, just a major champion, not just on this, but on many other things. I am asking Don Fry to please come forward and to say thank you once again on behalf of One Baltimore for what the business community has done.
Thanks,
thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Madam Mayor, thank you and congratulations for the great results today. You know, what a great day for Baltimore, what a great day for Baltimore's young people, and what a great day for Baltimore's business, but also what a great day for the future workforce of Baltimore, because that's what summer jobs is all about. It's providing an opportunity for young people, maybe for the first time, to be able to earn money, to be on the job site, to learn some of those skills that are important, soft skills, as well as to learn a little bit about what their future employment opportunities might be. Not everyone is going to follow in the same career path of the job that they take this summer, but as Michael said, there are going to be meaningful employment opportunities, and just working is a meaningful opportunity for young people. for the business community, it's also a great benefit because we, for the first time, will have an opportunity to see what the future workforce of Baltimore will be. And I can tell you that from what we have seen at GBC and some of the people that we've had through this program at GBC, that is promising. It's a promising look ahead. Businesses also get a chance to see where the strengths are and maybe perhaps where the weaknesses are and what they can do to maybe inform Superintendent Thornton or others about what we need to do to help our young people to be real active employees as the work moves forward. So I think this is a great opportunity for the city. It's a great opportunity for our young people, obviously, great for our future workforce endeavors. And I commend all those people involved. Mike Cryer's done a tremendous job. The mayor's provided tremendous leadership throughout this effort. And I'm pleased to introduce Jason Perkins Cohen, who heads up the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. Without their work, Jason and everybody at the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, this program would not take place. This program would not move through as it has. So Jason, thanks to you and your committee, your group for all its efforts. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a fabulous day. I want to thank the mayor for your leadership. You know, it's one thing to have a goal and to say we're going to get to 8,000. It's another for it to be personally involved, to bring her team together and to give me the dream team of Don and Michael. You know, in terms of Don, every time I called an employer and got ready to give the pitch about what YouthWorks was, every time the employer said, I've talked to Don 3 times already, I'm with you already. So that's a table setter, and I appreciate that. And in terms of Michael, Madam Mayor, you've spoiled me. I had never met Michael before, and now I'm hooked, and I hope I can keep working with him beyond. It does. This is important for 3 reasons. First of all, it's 8,000 young people. They're in every zip code. They're across our city. Thank you very much.
He doesn't need this.
I don't. They're across our city. They're between ages of 14 and 21. They represent all kinds of employers. These young people are going to be doing some really great things. They're going to be with Hopkins. Gene, thank you so much for your leadership and President Daniels. They're going to be in robotics labs. They're going to be with groups like Viola Energy. So these are meaningful jobs. But it's also about the but-for question. When you think about an investment or initiative, you want to know, but for this initiative, what did we do? And 2 months ago, 3,000 young people were not going to have summer jobs. We don't know what they would have been doing, but they would not have had an opportunity to earn a wage and to develop skills, but for this initiative. So when we made a pitch to the business community, foundations, and other community leaders, we talked about an investment in June that pays a dividend in July. And that is the best kind of investment you can make. So on Monday, over 5,000 young people will go to work Monday morning, 9 o'clock. And on July 13th, it's the 3,000 other young people that will begin a job that otherwise would not have had one. That is phenomenal. I echo Michael's point. This is not just about a summer job. There's all kinds of research that tells us that A, giving them something to do means they're not doing something negative, which is incredibly important, but we do better than that. Because what the research says is when you have a summer job, it increases your lifetime earnings. You are more prepared for your next job, which gives you your next job and your next opportunity to increase your impact. The second thing, and maybe we don't talk about it this way, but this is an economic stimulus. This is $10 million that's going into youth, and they're going to spend a lot of that money. They're going to buy much needed goods. They're going to be able to have clothes for schools. They're going to be able to buy their school books. And this is going to help our business community as well. They're going to benefit not only from having the benefit of young people working for them, but the money that's going to be invested. And third, to Michael's other point, this shows what One Baltimore can do. This shows us when we have a very difficult goal, 3,000 jobs in 2 months, and we come together, and the business community comes together, and philanthropy comes together, and the agencies come together, we can accomplish something. And that shows us that we can do the next thing. So that's tremendous. I do need to thank my team, who has worked tirelessly in the YouthWorks office. I don't think that they've had dinner at home in 2 months. Your families are waiting for you, and I'll be happy when you get to go back to them. They have worked round the clock, and I am just so grateful for their work. And now, thank you. Can we give them a round of applause? Many of them are here. I want to have you an opportunity to introduce to you someone who actually has benefited from this program. There she is. Alexandra Odom, please come forward and share your story.
Good morning, everyone. First, I would like to extend a thank you to Mayor Stephanie Rawlings-Blake and the Mayor's Office of Employment Development for giving me the opportunity to be here today with you all. It's not every day that you get called in to speak at a press conference for the city, and I'm proud, more than proud, to be an ambassador for the YouthWorks program. I started working with YouthWorks my first summer after high school at 14 years old, beautifying the city, Chinquapin Park on days like this, working through the park, helping to clean the park and maintain it. The next summer, working through Chinquapin Park, and then moving on to become part of the Mayor's Hire One program. And so through this program, being able to work with different private corporations, starting off at the University of Maryland, and the position that I've had now for 2 years as an intern at Mahan Reichel Associates, which is a landscape architecture, urban planning, and design firm located in the Stife Silver building. These experiences have been invaluable to my business experience that I have gained over the years. Being able to be an intern at a landscape architecture firm as a history major at Grinnell College has been wonderful for me to expand my view of what it actually means to be a historian, the ways that historical research can help in designing and planning and beautifying our city and increasing green opportunities. Last year, we had the opportunity to participate in the Growing Green competition and actually submit one of the winning entries, and being able to contribute thousands of dollars to greening one of our city's vacant lots. And so I have definitely had a tremendous experience with this program. I think everyone who has been involved. Without this program, I wouldn't have been able to have some of these opportunities. And being able to put these things on my resume and present the skills that I have now as I begin to apply to graduate schools in the fall, I'm sure will be a tremendous opportunity for me. And I just am happy to be an ambassador for the program and an example of the things that can happen when we employ our youth and we give these youth an opportunity to participate in the city's industry. So thank you to you all.
You are an amazing ambassador. I'm very, very proud of you. And while I was hoping that I would hear that you were a Western grad, I saw your ring, and everybody knows you're a
City College.
Baltimore City College, class of 2012.
City College.
They've already peeped your ring, and everybody, all of the city graduates up here are very proud of you as well. So amazing, amazing. This is why we do what we do. And we couldn't end this on a better note. So I want to thank Dr. Thornton for your participation and stepping up to give our young people some opportunities as well. I want to thank our Comptroller Joan Pratt for being here again. Thank you. You know, this doesn't happen without our city coming together in a real way. And to me, this is just the beginning. This is a way of letting us know what's possible when we come together as one Baltimore. So again, thank you everyone, and I'm looking forward to everyone having a fantastic summer. Thank you very much. We have time for a few questions about our youth summer jobs.
What's the breakdown between government-funded jobs and private sector funded?
Where's Mr. Perkins Cohen?
In terms of so if you're asking about the money, it's really very broad. So we've got approximately $4 million. I'll give you exact numbers later, but approximately $4 million in government resources, several million in foundation dollars, and the rest is private donations or the private sector making direct payments to youth.
I think what I'm asking is
Where the jobs are?
Yeah.
We're at approximately 800 jobs that are privately paid for through the Hire One program. We've got several hundred more that are in the private sector that are coming from other partners in terms of the wages. And then we've got several thousand that are in the nonprofit sector and in public sector jobs, public works program.
So 800 would be about 10%.
Yes, approximately 10% are Hire One, directly paid for by employers.
So when you were trying to get these jobs for the young people, was the education component kept at the forefront? In other words, did you just want them, were you trying to get them an experience or trying to open their eyes to a possible career?
Absolutely. This is all about preparing them for their future. And when we talk to employers, we talk to them about having a great worker. And one great thing that's happened as the business community has stepped forward is that we're up 20% in terms of the private sector number of jobs that are supported now. But we have great young people who want to work. They've shown their commitment by going through the whole Youth Works process, which is a process, and they're going to be great assets to their employers.
Sir, what's the current youth unemployment rate in the city?
I would have to get back to you on that number. It's significant, as it is in every across our nation.
Last question.
I do want to thank the Hogan administration for stepping up as well and providing additional resources so we can employ more young people. Again, it just shows you what happens and what's possible when we all come together. So again, I want to thank everybody for braving the heat and being out with us this summer, and I'm just looking forward to a wonderful summer for all of our Youth Works employees. Thank you again.